All right. It is the rundown. It is March
12th.
You know what? I was trying to reverse to my birthday backwards.
When's your birthday again?
22nd. So it's a week from Thursday. There's too much math.
I thought you were going to go
That's
forward
a lot
from
of
Tim
math.
Cobbett.
I wasn't here for his birthday. Shout out Tim Cobbett, March 8th. Brought to you by SeatGeek. It is $10 back on your first ticket offer. They are the official ticket sponsor of Barstool. We all get our tickets there. What are you staring at, stupid?
I'm supposed to take notes now.
Oh, okay. I like that. Good.
Why don't you sit right up here then?
Attaboy, Tom.
Why don't you get over here? Why don't you get
That
right
was a
next
weird
to-
spell. You could just see his eyes over
He was just like staring at us.
Yeah, why
It's
don't you
like,
sit right
what
here
a-
so we
It
can
was
stare at
creepy.
you?
You could only see his eyes were just like creeping right over that chair.
When did he become Tommy Smokes?
Because he does the smoke. He does all the smoke shows.
Okay, but like Astoundingly Stupid Tom is Alarmingly Stupid Tom.
It's actually funny because I didn't believe it. Somebody said if you just on my Google browser, if I just start typing in alarmingly, it pulls them up like instantly on Google. Like if you're at home and you type in alarmingly,
See, that's why you shouldn't be
alarmingly
Tommy-
stupid
Yeah.
Barstool comes up.
That's why you
Brand.
shouldn't be Tommy Smokes. You already got a blunt.
He's I was sad you weren't here Friday because I was doing some play-by-play and it's not the same without you.
Thursday, Friday, I'll be here both
All right,
days. We'll do all the
That's
games.
a date. 4 o'clock on Barstool Radio. You and I
Sounds
will do
good.
a
I may even make
NCAA
boards.
Play-by-play. What?
I'm
Oh.
gonna make boards up, maybe.
What do you mean boards?
Like it's like a broadcasting thing.
Okay.
You'll see 'em.
All right, I'm excited.
Me too.
The dynamic duo. Use the promo code Rundown, and you will get $10 back instantly from SeatGeek. We love SeatGeek. Okay, we got our golf guy here, Tiger. Big, and
It's back.
I was watching.
Don't be mean.
He won.
So you, I'll get to this in a second. I hate Tiger Woods. I'm starting to hate golf fans because they're the softest marshmallow people in the world. They get mad if you root against somebody. First of all, and everyone's, oh, this is your new thing, Dave. You just don't like popular. I have hated Tiger Woods for.
Yeah, and people saying it's a troll. You're not trolling.
Not at
you
all.
Actually
You're trolling.
hate. Yeah, I'm trolling.
I
You
hate
you
Tiger,
hate
Woods,
Tiger Woods.
and I hate LeBron. Those are two that are actually. I feel like I hate them for similar reasons. There is zero troll bog to it. I've been doing. I was getting so mad in fucking DevNest. I was spending like time trying to find blogs I wrote like decades ago, and there's a lot of them. But the internet fucking deleted it. The press conference he did after Thanksgiving. For those who don't know, I don't debate he's great, just like kind of LeBron at this point. And I love when he's in it. Unlike LeBron, I don't want LeBron in it. I love Tiger. Like I'm not.
I feel like you like when LeBron's in it because you stay up for the
I mean,
press
I would much
conferences.
rather-
Yeah, you'd rather have your team, but you
Well, no,
you love when LeBron's in it.
You've said you love when like LeBron gets to the end and gets his heart crushed.
Yeah,
You like when Tiger
and
gets
you
to
love
the end.
staying up late for the press
I'd rather
conferences.
him lose in the Eastern Conference Finals
Yeah.
than the NBA Finals. And I'd obviously rather Celtics. Golf, no doubt. Like, I'm not watching that tournament yesterday without Tiger, and I was ratcheted to it because I don't think that's the correct word of ratcheted.
You were into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more fun when he's involved, but I love rooting against them, and I am not buying when you're Tiger Woods if you come in second, it's some sort of moral victory. I would refuse to
No, he's
believe
back.
that.
That's back.
Well, I mean, what does that mean?
That's
Look,
the point.
here's what you clowns have to understand. You
I'm
guys
not a
do this
clown,
every
I hate
time.
him.
You do this every single time where we get excited about some positivity in Tiger's trajectory back to the top of the game, and you sit there and go, "Whoa, he's not. There's definitely not
But
back."
Riggs.
Of course he's back. It's
Riggs.
part of a process, Dave. I used this analogy.
See, that's
before.
what I'm trolling.
Riggs.
I used this analogy before with like Tom Brady when he tears his ACL and then comes back the next season. In the first 2 or 3 games, he looks good out there. And he's
But
throwing good
Riggs-
touchdown passes. You can't be like, "Well, he's not back unless he wins the Super Bowl." It's like, no, dude, he's healthy. He's back.
but
I'm excited about
Riggs,
that.
I've seen you sit here during your course at Barstool, like, I feel at least like 10 times, being like, oh, he's back. You're watching everything, so you just do it over
This is
and over.
different.
It's always different.
Anybody
No,
can
this
come
is
in
always
second.
different.
Like anybody
I don't
can
wanna
always
do the fusion thing again, but it's different.
Schmo can come in second. So it's just like, what if
'Cause now,
what
Dave,
if
he's
what
healthy.
if
He's got
what
a
if- what if
steel
he doesn't
rod
make the
for
cut?
his
What if he
spine.
doesn't make the cut at the Masters?
Then he'll make the cut the next week, and he'll
Yeah,
he'll
but
continue
he's-
back.
he's still back,
Golf, no,
Dave.
here's what
It's
you don't
different.
understand.
So he's
because in
entering
golf,
tournament.
even
You're
like
not
Jack,
you're not a Tiger guy.
Jack
You don't
Nicklaus, like
understand
the
me in
greatest.
race.
Jack Nicklaus, like the greatest of all time, won at less than a
Yeah.
10% clip on tour. So in golf,
Right.
he's not going to win every fucking week. So when he starts to get back towards the top, he finishes second, 1 stroke back. He looks
He's
healthy
back.
the whole time. He's improving on his game because he's healthy.
Suck
it's an
it,
awesome
Dave.
sign. The Masters is coming up. Dan's trolling. It's really fucking annoying right now. It's very frustrating to me. But he's back, and you
Suck our Tiger dick.
You know
He's
that
back.
that's a true, legitimate take to be excited about the guy being healthy going forward.
I
It's
just
awesome.
you've said a minute, and I think in golf people come in until he consistently is top 10 finishes. then
He is now.
Number 2. What
2
more do
weeks
you want?
Okay,
What more do you want?
He's progressing. 5 months ago, he
Phil
couldn't even
Mickelson
walk.
won a tournament last
2 weeks
week.
ago, he finishes 12th
Phil
at the
should be in
Honda.
jail, though.
This past
Why?
week, he finishes
Insider trading.
tied for
Is this
second.
your just golf troll now?
No, I love Tiger Woods.
ignore
I
Big
hate
Cat.
Tiger fanboys.
Ignore Big Cat.
So that's where I'm at.
We had to mute him on Twitter yesterday because he's being so fucking annoying.
I've been a Tiger fan since day one. Never jumped off the board.
Phil Mickelson winning a far, apples and oranges, bigger story than Tiger coming in second. Yet Tiger coming in second seems like the bigger deal. How
No,
is that
because
possible?
it's not though because Tiger's such a bigger name
Yeah.
than Phil in the history.
And you don't
like,
understand,
the
Dave.
how iconic he
Tiger
is.
not
Second
winning
is basically
bigger
a
than
first.
Phil winning
Absolutely.
at 47.
Yeah.
Dude, the
That's
ratings
just
were up
crazy.
612%.
Need we say
That's
more?
number.
Watch
The fact
Tiger
that's even a
Woods.
real number is great. It might not be.
Second's basically first, Dave. You don't understand that.
Don't listen to him. That's inadmissible evidence. You can't consider that a real comment.
And again,
I fucking love Tiger.
Golf-
I love it. I
golf-
love it. You get, dude.
I'm in a great spot right now. He's coming back.
He's not
He's
gonna win
positive.
any-
We got
he's
John
not-
everyone
Fotterberg's
doesn't
on our
like that.
side.
I mean, Frankie was complaining about your trolling just like casually.
He's
He's like, I'm sick of big cats
Yeah.
like trolling.
People are mad at
They
you.
get so upset because that's my problem
They
with.
get
I
upset
like
about
Tiger.
everything. Though. They're mad at
Yeah.
me, and I'm being honest. I hate the guy.
I'm different than you, Dave. I actually like Tiger and I root for Tiger, but the fucking he's back after he swings a club and doesn't break his back. I've heard he's back a billion times. Tiger's never coming back. He might win a couple Honda Classics and shit. He's never coming back to what he
Tiger
was.
will win another major.
Tiger
No
Woods,
chance. I
as
said
we
that
knew
a
him,
year ago
Tiger
on the
Woods
rundown.
was
I've said it 100
Tiger
times.
Woods
Right.
is one of the greatest athletes of all time. That Tiger Woods is never ever coming back.
He's 42. He's not going to be what he was when he's 23, but he's going to get to a point where he's at the top of the game. And when
Do you
he
think
brings
he's
his
a
A,
jerk
I
as
think.
a human?
Well, I think he's a classic case of a guy since he was like 13 has been this crazy, iconic kid that never grew up with a normal life, and he's a fucking weirdo. Of course he's a weirdo.
He's a jerk, though.
I don't think he's a jerk.
Oh, I think
you're
that's
a
why
jerk.
you think I'm
Oh.
a jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a jerk.
That's
Jerk.
like my move. Like, oh, you're a jerk. He's a jerk. He's a jerk.
Yeah, I just hit you with your own move.
Yeah, but I don't. He's just such a fraudulent. I just can't root for frauds. He's a fraud. That guy is.
He's not fraudulent. The only thing in the world that he cares about is winning golf tournaments, and that's
Yeah, but he's smug and
I can't wait
just
till he wins the
arrogant.
Masters right in your fucking face.
me neither.
I hope he comes in. I hope he comes
You
in.
got me a little bit with that one.
I hope he comes in.
That's the thing is, I actually do want him
I
to win.
don't think you do.
I do.
Because you said so many times on here, you've been
He's
like,
not
fucking
back.
Tiger's definitely
Because
not back.
I'm-
He's never going to win again.
because my
you
whole
don't get
thing-
to be
no,
that guy
I've
and then
been-
also
no,
celebrate.
Hey,
I've
every
been
that's a
time he
fair
wins.
point.
No, I've been
you
You
get
can't
to,
have it both sides.
you
I've
get
been
to
consistent
celebrate
that I
now.
do not think he's ever going to win anything again, and that's why I can refuse to buy into the he's back
But you put
bullshit.
yourself in
No,
a very
right.
convenient position where if he wins, it's
yeah,
like,
they'll
oh, I'm
troll
a
him in
Tiger
front of you,
fan.
like, cry.
Positioning
Frank,
yourself.
But then
Yeah.
if if he loses, then
You're at
troll
the top
Dan
of the
can-
list.
yeah.
You're literally at the
I'm
top of our
trolling.
list.
Yeah, what? Yeah, I know that's fine.
Our
That's
list
okay.
of people to
I love
ruthlessly mock
Tiger.
when he wins.
Yeah, I love
The two of you are right at the top.
I shouldn't be. Listen, I just don't like the guy. That's Taylor Hall. I used to.
Yeah, I remember those.
I ran Taylor Hall off Twitter
Yeah, he did.
because every time Tiger.
Did you wear red
Yeah.
yesterday? I wore red.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We had a bunch of guys too that said they're. God damn it! Keeps getting me with the troll thing. I don't want you to be happy if he wins. I want you to
Oh,
be
dude,
sad.
we're throwing a party.
No, I
if
need
he
you to be
wins.
The
sad.
ironic.
We're throwing a party.
The ironic thing, Riggs, is you agree with me that golf people on Twitter are just so soft.
Hardcore golf people are the worst people on social media.
They get their thing is like he's great. I've never said he's not great.
And
They get like.
the weird part is they almost don't want like casual fans tuning in. They like get
They don't.
upset about like, oh well, if you had been watching, you would have known this. Like, guys, golf is not a major sport. I'm sorry. It's a fun thing to watch in the big tournaments and when Tiger's relevant.
It's a lot of fun. It's
Yeah.
a great Sunday activity.
Great Sunday
Just
activity.
Casually throwing tweets. People want my head. They're like, oh, they hate you. Stick to eating
But
pizza.
this is
You're
like-
Skip Bayless.
it's crazy
I
that
don't
they
like
say that.
Tiger Woods.
But it's these fringe, like UFC's the same way. If you say something about UFC, people just fucking. Wouldn't you want us watching it? Wouldn't you want the casual fan watching it?
Yes, and
Like,
that's
what's good for the sport.
That's like
good for the game.
literally
Good for golf.
Jason Day's quote was legitimately that. He was like, "We actually need people like Barstool Sports to bring in casual fans."
I
to
just
the game."
don't get it. I say this quote every time with golf. This is going long. I like Carabas just still boozing. Got into the Bud Light Busters.
That's nice.
If you root for everybody, you root for nobody. I believe that.
Yeah, but
firmly.
we root for Tiger.
Right. and
I
everybody
root for
else.
Tiger. Dan's not
NCAA Selection Show yesterday.
He's
you
gonna
know
break
what?
his back
Let's
in
do
Augusta.
before we
You guys
do
are
this.
gonna
Let's
cry.
do.
See, you can't do that and be rooting for Tiger.
I am on your side. This
can't
is
do that.
this is immoral.
I
what
am
he's
trolling.
doing.
Yes, I am trolling. Yeah.
But you're also you're in a win-win.
I actually don't really like. I honestly just like watching when Tiger's involved. Like I'm not actually rooting for him, but
would you
it's more
rather
interesting.
troll or him win?
I'd like for him to lose in like a epic
So
fashion.
then
That
we
gets
root
to
for the
yeah,
same
yeah.
thing.
So gun to head, I'd like.
So
Tiger,
you're not a
I'd like
Tiger
Tiger
fan.
to get to the
That-
press.
We just
We got
cleared
to the
that
bottom
up
of
pretty
it.
I'm a
quickly.
Tiger.
Done.
I'm a golf is way more interesting with Tiger.
So am I.
Yeah, I'd like to get him to the precipice, and so that we can get all the way back, and we're like back, and then it just falls.
So
apart.
you
and I.
basically you are
That's
basically
not-
rooting for exactly what I'm
But I don't
rooting
hate
for.
him. You hate him.
That sounds
you,
like-
you despise.
Well,
him.
Sounds like
you
very
hate his
malicious. You want him to come all the way back and then have a cry
Yeah,
defeat.
actually,
That's
his
like,
fans have ruined him for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so it's fan, but we
Good.
might be at the same place, but we got there in a very different path.
Correct.
Like you think he's a fraud. I'm just sick of hearing fans say
Right,
that
but
he's
we're
bad.
rooting for the same thing.
right. So
Yes,
good.
so.
You guys are on the same team, and me and the Tiger fans are on a different team.
You know what? You're the person that people think I am.
Yeah, I know.
People
Yeah.
get mad at me.
Yeah, they're mad that you're
true.
trolling. I'm
Yeah,
trolling.
is true.
Like
No,
my
but
hate's genuine.
but I'm hand up trolling. Like
Right,
everyone knows.
but
that.
people are accusing
Like
me of doing what
Frankie
you're doing.
Borelli's getting up. Like the fact that Frankie Borelli was crying yesterday makes me so happy because like he's falling for like the dumbest thing in the world.
But
But we care
people
a
are
lot.
accusing me
Yes,
of what you're actually
correct.
doing.
Correct. We're like Spider-Man
Yeah.
right now. Can't wait for him to be back.
BetDSI, this is the by far the best time to sign up for this. March Madness is back, and with it, NCAA bracketology is game on. Join the action by entering the BetDSI $1 Million Bracket Challenge. Free bracket entry plus $25. The NCAA tournament bet just for registering, plus a 200% member bonus and more bracket contest entries. Use the code RUNMADNESS at betdsi.com. Win $1 million, get free bets. Now is the time to join.
I know that one long, but I just want it on the record. Over under 1.5 Tiger Woods majors. Rest of his career.
Oh, over. Definitely over.
There you go. Over.
He's not gonna win half. It should be half.
I have a bet. I made a bet with a buddy of mine like 5 years ago that he won't win more than a half.
No chance to go win 2. That's crazy.
You're crazy.
NCAA Selection Show yesterday. People were freaking out. It was a disaster. Now, a lot of people weren't mentioning this. The reason they changed was because the brackets got leaked last year in like a second. Like the show started, so they tried to do it differently.
No. That's not why.
Why not?
So it was 2 years ago that the brackets
I
got.
thought it was last year.
I think it was 2 years ago.
Pretty sure it was last year.
It was 2 years ago.
What?
It was 2 years ago.
Oh.
But the reason
Well,
why
I've
they
been saying
changed
that.
it,
I've been saying that all day.
this
This
was
was
the
going-
first time it was on TBS instead of CBS.
I knew that.
So they were trying to get, because it's obviously more people have CBS in their homes than they do TBS, so they were trying to get the ratings up. So that's why they delayed the actual bracket coming out till the end of the show. And they did it this format. They're trying to capture more viewers.
This show sucked.
Sucked.
And not only did the format suck, it was a Barstool joint. I mean, the sound was off, the lights went off, everything that could go wrong went wrong.
What have you, whereas you have Arizona State and Oklahoma, teams that were under 500 in their own conference making the field.
Total disaster.
Live audience for no reason.
No reason. And
That's your specialty.
the live audience for no reason.
Yeah.
You mean the Comedy Central?
No, the tailgate, like you just like live audience.
Live audiences bring the heat.
Yeah, gets it going.
Get you excited. Yeah.
But there was no reason for that to be there.
The
zero.
pizza segment with Ernie Johnson was the most awkwardly bad segment
How
I've
are
ever
you not
seen.
invited to that?
And happy to announce it is Pizza Hut time. Now that the madness is here, you can order your pizza at pizzahut.com. And we want to thank the folks at Pizza Hut. They've been serving our crew, and they've brought some pies out here. Are you going to share any of that action with me right here? Oh, thank you so much. This is awesome. Log on to pizzahut.com and order away. That's good pizza, isn't it, folks? Yes, sir. Well, a little more enthusiasm. It's good pizza.
I trashed Pizza Hut the other day after, so
That's a good reason why
maybe
you're
a
not.
reason.
Yeah.
Not that I think.
But
it
they
would-
could have, like-
I probably wouldn't be invited to that anyway. If Pizza Hut was smart, they would have maybe.
Yeah, they could have saved it, being like, all right, now we're getting Dave to come in and
Would
just
have been
give
a
it
good
10.
gimmick. Just put me in the crowd. Just
Right.
like the agency's.
They don't
not
use
smart.
their brain.
Also, I watched this as preparing the show. Hubbs, who is a Syracuse guy, this is how stupid they are. He put the Syracuse reaction of them getting in the tournament. It was maybe the most authentic, best reaction I've actually seen of a team because they didn't think they were getting in, and they went, but they acted like they won the title. allow that reaction. Instead, you put the automatic qualifiers, which to this day is the dumbest thing ever to show, an automatic qualifiers reaction when their name is called.
And like because they did it alphabetically, we got to the end and I was like, wait, did Notre Dame get in or not? Because I just kind of missed it.
Yeah, right.
It was so stupid how they did that.
I also love teams like when they put the 16, it's like, oh, you drew Villanova, and they go ham.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean,
Did you see
Courtney's
the
just the worst.
Dan
bracket.
Hurley reaction? That was the best reaction
Whose?
of the day. Dan Hurley when ASU got in.
Oh no,
Because the way it worked out was when Rhode Island lost to Davidson, it was like
The brother, right, the brother knocked out
his
the
brother bid.
Yeah.
And he was like crying and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Any thoughts? Early bracket thoughts here? My sleeper going in, they haven't been playing well as Rhode Island, haven't been hitting shots. I still think if they get hot, they could be a Final Four team. I know that sounds like insane, but they have such good guard. They just haven't been hitting shots. And Michigan obviously is a legitimate Final Four team.
Shout out to Mizzou, who I picked in the Bud Light Busters.
Mike
Yep.
Porter
Illegally,
Jr. back.
Parents met there, so big.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Mizzou's going to be hot. They're my team outside of UCLA/St. Bonaventure.
I like Gonzaga. I think Xavier's the worst one. I thought Notre Dame got screwed. I don't know why.
Why?
Because
I hate because Colson's healthy.
Well, they also were they were a top 40 Ken Pond team, and I think at the end of the day, if you have like resumes and they're all kind of similar, it should just be which team has the best chance of making a run, and I think that they have the best chance of making a run.
Nobody talked about them, but I don't. Just Nebraska getting no respect.
Oh.
I don't understand.
Well, the one they didn't really talk about was USC got fucked.
Yeah.
USC finished second in the Pac-12, went to the championship game.
Dick Vitale not happy about that one.
Arizona State finished ninth.
Yeah.
Like, how do you have that? How do you have a team finish second in a conference and then put in the ninth team? I really do think there's something to be said about the Louisville, USC,
investigation.
Oklahoma State investigation.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because at the end of the day, if you're picking between two teams, wouldn't the selection committee be like, hey, let's not make the FBI investigation a storyline here?
Moving along, your boy Darren Rovell went for his hot sauce. This is kind of a weird video. Like Rovell more acted than tried, it appeared.
Yeah.
I don't know. Rovell's just becoming a caricature of himself.
Here we go. Oh, this is going to be easy. Take it, Darren. Get it. Get. Whoa. Hey. Ooh. Ooh. Got him. Darren, that's it. That's it. Hawks fans, give it up for Darren Rovell from ESPN. What do you want to say, man?
I'll be back next year.
Oh, okay. Still undefeated. Hawks fans, give it up for Hot Sauce.
Yeah, this felt weird. Like, when I played him, he was trying.
He also was like very upset.
Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah,
Rovell.
his dad like yelled at everyone.
Yeah.
Off camera. He was like, you guys embarrassed my son.
When you guys
All
played?
time awkward moment.
Yeah, beat him 11-0.
No, I know that, but I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know that his dad was like
he was
yelling at
very
you guys.
upset.
Yeah.
Like, you guys embarrassed my son. Really.
Yeah, he's
37, dude.
that had to be fake.
what are you talking about?
That was 100% fake. When he was
was-
doing he was like flapping his arms
Yeah.
like this and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I've never seen that move.
And when hot sauce is serious, he throws the ball off your face.
Right. It's just
Like,
the whole thing.
Imagine if
like,
he did that to Rovell.
I think
he would
Rovell
have knocked him over, would have killed.
Rovell like fell in love with the looking like a nerd thing and
Yeah.
took it a little too far.
Yeah,
too far.
You have to the only way the nerd thing works is when you're really being the nerd. When
Yeah.
you play the nerd, that's you know what it is? It's Nate. When Nate tries to act, he puts out some of the worst footage of all time. When Nate Dogg's just being Nate Dogg, he's an electric factory.
Yep. I
Attaboy,
agree with
Nate.
that. Attaboy, Nate.
Sucks.
Greek soccer owner storms the field loaded with a gun. Again, he's mad because he thought they disallowed a goal that should have counted. The official police report I thought was interesting. He was actually arrested for storming the field, not for waving a gun and telling the ref he was going to kill him. Dan, you're a soccer owner.
I am. You can't have this. I would never bring a gun to my team's games. I'm going to say that right now. But I think that they should show this to like Joe West and be like, hey, Joe, next time, a fan is mean to you at a baseball game, just remember you could be a Greek soccer ref getting accosted with a gun.
What did those umpires do? Didn't they have like an umpire awareness day or something?
They wore
armbands.
armbands. Yeah, it was like Black Lives Matter, but for umpires.
Yeah, and they did it actually right in the middle of all those like protests. Like we have one
Joe
too.
West was like, hey, people sometimes make fun of my fat neck.
Riggs?
This is just another example that foreign soccer is life or death. I mean, like Colombian soccer, own goal, people die.
Yeah, no, I mean, a ref got killed in the 30 for 30. Pablo Escobar just murdered somebody.
Yeah, and then they'll show, like, you'll get once a year, there's a clip from, like, some third, like, tier Italian professional soccer league of, like, the stands burned down and, like, half the people die.
And they have, like, 4th of July fireworks. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Right.
there's, like, things just shooting into
Correct, but, like, the style that's on the boat where it, like, burns down, like, once every 10 years that they try to do it, it's that. It's just chaos.
And I don't think
They have, like, cages. It looks like Roadhouse, you know, when they're playing behind the cage. Like, that's where the, like, fans live.
Yeah, but they have, like, trash barrels that are on fire and stuff in the middle of the... That's just, like, what they do.
Yeah, throw flares at the goalies. I don't think this ref is out of trouble, by the way. I think that all those guys who were telling the owner to cool down, they're like, don't worry, we got this later.
Yeah.
Like, don't shoot him in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Just shoot him when he's laying in bed.
And he was doing the classic. He had, like, his shirt up so you could just see the gun. He's like, I didn't brandish it, but I let people know I
have
it.
It's here.
Kevin Durant got a fan kicked out of an NBA game, a Justin Thomas move. So soft. Front row fan.
I don't know if he got him kicked out.
You don't think he
I
did?
watched that clip. I think that was fake news that was being spread.
So he just got randomly kicked out?
I think the guy was chirping Kevin Durant, and the ref was standing right there and heard it, and the ref kicked him out.
And they're forcing the pass over the top. So if they will continue to commit to that, the Blazers' wings, they have to know they might have to win this game for the Blazers, knocking down shots.
Mo Harkless getting the start tonight after a 3-game absence because of the knee. He's hit a couple of threes. Aminu with a bucket tonight. And I'm not sure what's going on over there, Lamar. We have an unruly fan, possibly. We got a big usher coming over there. I'll tell you that, to handle business.
Oh, that's Sean. And when Sean walks into the scene, he means business.
I just don't. I think Kevin Durant is definitely soft and listens to, like he's got the burner account and all that stuff. But I watched it back and I was like, I feel like this wasn't actually Kevin Durant saying kick this guy out.
So I thought someone said he whispered to
Yeah,
the
that was
ref.
YP. I think he was.
He just made that up.
Fake news. Yeah.
We have no idea what was actually said.
No.
A front row ticket is not a cheap. And I was looking at the reaction of the people around him, and they seemed kind of surprised. The whole thing seemed weird. Like, to be a front row season ticket holder and get booted. Like, you know who. Like, when I've sat there, not a lot, but people know who's in that section.
Yeah.
They're like, go every game.
Yeah, I was gonna say too. When you go, don't you just stand up like right in LeBron's ear and yell in his ear, and nobody says anything to you?
No, not really. I mean, he fell into my lap that one time. I was yelling, but it was quick.
But I feel like it takes a lot to get booted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like this guy had been going all game.
But I mean, that's
And
like
if you do it with
NBA.
the
That's
refs
like,
there-
who was that guy from the Bullets?
Yeah, I mean,
who used to
Spike
be
Lee
drunk?
made a fucking living off it.
I know, and he never got kicked out.
But I will say, had the ref stepping in, if that's actually true, that's what would have saved JT as well. He should have had either a caddy or an official or
Well,
something.
no one would know. He got caught on camera.
Right.
So, Katy Perry killed a nun? ? So the story is a covenant. Is that what they call this thing?
Covenant.
Covenant?
Where do the nuns live?
A coven.
Where do nuns live?
Tommy?
Convent. Thank you.
Covenant's like from.
You got to be quick on those.
Back as a staff boy.
Yeah, I think it's double.
Well, if you're staring at us. A convent, they want to sell it. Katy Perry says, yo, I'll buy that. The nuns are like, maybe interested. And then they look Katy Perry up. They see her videos. They're like, oh, no. We're not selling the convent to you, Katy Perry. They go to court to try to block it. This little nun walks into court, says, we can't sell it to Katy Perry. She's too immoral, too dirty, and then just dies.
Katy Perry said she was going to close it. It was going to be her home.
That's Sister Catherine Rose explaining why she wanted to block the sale of her former convent to pop star Katy Perry. Rose collapsed and died in court today during a hearing involving the ongoing battle to prevent Perry from taking over the property.
Kind of I mean, look, Katy Perry's been on the downward spiral.
That's how it happens.
That's exactly how it happened. It is. That's exactly how it happened.
When you explained this to me before, I was like, wait, what? You're like, no, that's what happened. So, look, she's been on the down. She's been on a downward spiral. Who's it? Taylor Swift was like dragging her around for a couple years and all that. Now she's having a nun killed that like wouldn't let her take a video. That's kind of like,
No,
I
the
feel
nun
like that's
died.
back.
The nun
died.
basically protest died. It's the best move you could ever make. She was essentially like, I don't.
She wasn't like given a poison pill.
No,
Yeah,
she
but
was just like, I'm gonna die in her face, so she won't buy this thing.
Right.
I don't
She
know
just
about
died.
that. I think
You
that's
think she
more
was
like.
killed?
Well,
No.
I think that's more like Katy. She went against Katy Perry and she died. It's like,
No. This nun was just like, "Hey, listen, I don't want her to buy this so bad. I'm just gonna die.
It's a power move.
Yeah, it's a total power move.
And that's what nuns do. They're selfless.
And if you buy this place now,
guys are
that
giving
nun's
nuns a
ghost
lot.
is just gonna be chilling there the whole time.
Whoever buys this place, now you got a nun. But if
Well,
she likes
yeah.
you, if you're a clean
Right.
person, it's a healthy nun.
Right.
You guys are giving nuns a lot of credit. I saying they can just become
You
scary
can't buy
ghosts and
this
stuff.
now.
I don't.
You can't. If you're Katy Perry, you cannot buy this after a
Oh my
nun
God,
just
no.
died. Right. So the nun did on her on her deathbed. She accomplished the one thing she wanted.
I would respect the hell out of Katy Perry. She still bought it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm very noodly. The Vegas and the time change fucked me all up. OJ documentary came out. I guess this was an old interview. He had the book, and he basically, but it is the interview of him hypothetically saying if he was to kill Nicole Simpson and Ronald Goldman, how he'd do it.
Well, first of all, this is very difficult for me to do this. It was very difficult for me because it's hypothetical. I know and I accept the fact that people are going to feel whatever way they're going to feel. They're going to, whatever they want to feel. In the book, the hypothetical is
Charlie pulls out.
Charlie came by and mentioned something about what was going on at her house. This guy Charlie shows up, the guy who I had recently become friends with, and I don't know why you had been by Nicole's house, but it told me you wouldn't believe what's going on over there. And I remember thinking, well, whatever's going on over there has got to stop.
You watch it?
I did. He, the weirdest part was this like accomplice thing he keeps talking about. Charlie, which like he's going on and kind of like laughing and giggling about Charlie, and everyone's like, "Who the fuck is Charlie? What does that even mean?" But I mean, OJ's I guess everybody knew he was a murderer and kind of but he is like cuckoo. I mean, his brain is not even close.
I think when you murder people, double murder, there's always, you got to go with that assumption. Well, he killed two people, like Aaron Hernandez. He's probably not normal.
Yeah, but some people I feel like he came off as like kind of an aware like genius in terms of how the fact he's able to market himself forever and he's actually like a with it person. This was like his brain wasn't even close.
Ronald Goldman should be allowed to murder him.
Do you mean the father?
Yeah, the father. Ronald Goldman's father.
Yeah.
Should just
correct.
I agree with that.
Murder him.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody disagrees with that.
Did anything on this?
I didn't see it, but I mean, this isn't like. I feel like OJ just. So it's an old tape that came out.
It's from like 10, 15. It was
I
like
feel like OJ
2005.
probably released this himself. Because OJ's got a way of just always kind of like popping back up and trending. So he's like, let's release that tape.
He's just and even like if he shows up at the game, he trends.
Without ever saying it, he can just always be like, "Ooh, I'll give you an interview and say what if I did it."
Yeah. OJ to OBJ. Just very similar initials. I planned that. So OBJ.
Nice. You planned that?
Yeah. In the news because he has this video with a chick who it looks like he's talking about fucking somebody. And then got a blunt and coke, allegedly, but definitely coke. Big story. OBJ is totally a coke guy, though.
I don't even think this is a big story.
I don't either, but it is a big story. But I don't think it is.
Is it though? I feel like I only saw it quickly and it was
I
on
think
a
it's
Friday night news.
it's a pretty big fucking story. Cover New York Daily News.
Okay, it's fine. Kevin was on that.
Who?
Wasn't Kevin on that? It's not that big of a story.
I don't think he got cover.
You don't think what?
Kevin didn't get cover.
Oh yeah, he probably didn't.
OBJ got cover.
Yeah, I mean, but is anyone surprised?
No.
Like,
No, it's
oh my
not
God,
surprising.
rich young athletes do drugs.
But
and
it's a
fuck
big story.
women.
Like, this is going to be like, do the Giants keep him, all that stuff? Because no, it's the least surprising thing in the world.
Yeah.
He had a gross-looking pizza. That was the most nice. Like, I don't know where that pizza came from. No one's eating it. Like, it was very disgusting looking.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, yeah, it's a story in everybody else's world. I feel like to us, that's like, when I saw it, I'm like, okay. You know,
I mean,
it's a mock outrage story.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
It's a mock outrage story, and if there's ever an organization where like they can deal with a superstar doing cocaine, I think it'd probably be the Giants.
I did hear Willie Colon, they were talking, him and Francis talking about today, and it was a take that was so weird. He's like, he wants to play in LA, he may, but they were making it seem like New York is not like a circus environment. Like, he wants to be a big star, you go to LA. New York is probably
It's actually a bigger city, too.
That's the Harvard.
You're welcome.
Anything post-show? I followed a little bit. Tex was trapped in a fucking...
Yeah, what happened with Tex?
He was trapped in like a garage.
Tried to go into a baseball field. Yeah, he wanted to check it out.
I gotta imagine that's like the easiest thing to do, to sneak into a minor league baseball field.
He got himself locked into a parking garage.
Yeah.
Fuck me, dude.
Because he didn't know they closed it automatically. So how did he get? Then he says he jumped like 10 stories, I think, to get out.
It's a very weird move because it's like, Tex, what are you doing there?
Well,
He's
also,
like, I just want to check it out.
Like, sneak in, can't you just walk in, probably?
I don't think minor league baseball fields are generally guarded like Fort Knox.
I think you could just enter.
I mean, you can walk into like Michigan Big House like anytime you want, just like walk in.
Yeah, I think he could have just walked in. I don't know why he had to sneak around.
Strange. But Texas is strange.
Did you see that helicopter that went down?
Yeah, that was crazy.
You've taken a helicopter.
I know. Trust me, I thought about that.
I did too.
I don't. So for those who know, a helicopter crashed last night. What's it, the East River they call it?
Yeah.
Yep.
4 people died.
5,
the
I
pilot
think.
got out.
Yeah,
they said
the pilot get out?
Well, they said the people died. They couldn't undo their.
They didn't know the
that's
knife.
fucked
There's like
up.
a knife that you're supposed to have access to cut yourself out, and they couldn't do it.
What about
realize
unstrapping
that's
it
what
before
happened.
you land?
So,
No offense to them.
No offense. I just think when it's going down, it's crashing. It's
So
like
fast.
I think so.
That's crazy. I didn't realize that's how they died.
Yeah, it was awful.
They drowned because if the video of the landing. I mean, it's
Yeah, it
rough,
was,
but
like,
it's
kinda
not
slow,
like
right.
it's not like violent. So I thought about that. I do take helicopters quite a bit.
Careful.
It
Brag.
would be a real shame.
Yeah, it would be a real shame.
I just said that.
Yeah, it would be a real shame.
Yeah.
Be a real fucking
Would
shame.
be a real shame.
I mean, be a real shame.
Be a
There's
real
no
shame.
other. Yeah, it would be a real,
Real
shame.
shame.
I agree.
Yeah, if I died drowning to death in a helicopter in the East River, it would be a real shame.
Real shame.
Real shame.
Circle that one under real shame.
Yeah, be a real fucking shame.
Who do you think would get your office?
Well, let's not talk about it because it'd just be a shame.
It's a shame to talk about it.
I won't
It would
want
be
anyone in that
it would be an
office.
extra shame if Frankie Borelli was in there too. Does he take those with you?
No.
Okay.
No one's ever taken those with me.
Real shame.
Yeah, it'd be a real shame.
I
What?
agree.
I'm not. I'm just laughing because I'm thinking of just funny other stuff.
This is your guy, right?
Who?
Him?
Yeah, Liam.
Yeah.
Yeah, why?
He was laughing too.
Oh, well, because it's a shame.
Yeah, it would be a real fucking shame.
Yeah, it's. I mean, how can
Yeah.
you? How
Be
can
a
you
real
not say it would be
shame
a
if
shame?
I died in a helicopter crash. Real shame. Real shame.
Briggs, you agree? Shame.
Be a real
I'd
shame.
say this.
Be a real shame.
I hope that I died before. That's the way they went. It's horrible.
Horrible. No, I didn't realize. Yeah, that they drowned, but real shame if you were in a helicopter.
Shame.